And welcome back, guys, to part 5 of Let's Play Persona 3 FES. In the last part, we joined Cease, or Seas, however you say that. And, yeah, we've been introduced to Tartarus. And, yeah, that's our school. Between the hours of, I guess, 12 and 0. Fascinating. Let's get on with this.
Labyrinth?
Oh, I think so, Junpei. You see how weird and twisted that thing was?
What are you talking about? What happened to our school?
Once the dark hour passes, everything returns to normal.
This is the nest you were talking about? But why? Why'd our school turn into a giant tower?
Of course you're not gonna tell us.
You don't know either?
No.
I'm sure it's complicated.
Yeah. When it comes to these weird shadow things, I bet you it is.
Who cares anyway? It's not like it would change our minds about fighting.
Well, maybe now we'll find out. Mitsuru and I have only gone in to take a peek. This'll be our first time exploring it.
Alrighty then.
Exciting, isn't it?
I don't know about that. It really does depend on the fact that you can't really fight right now,
There has
Akihiko.
to be some sort of clue in here about the dark hour.
Akihiko, I respect your enthusiasm, but you won't be accompanying us today.
I know, you don't have to remind me.
Whoa. It's just as cool on the inside.
I don't know if I'd call this cool. I mean, it looks cool, but I don't know what type of danger is in here. I wouldn't be so happy about it.
But it sure is creepy.
Yeah, high five to that, Yukari.
This is only the entrance. The labyrinth lies beyond the doorway at the top of the stairs.
First we'll have you three get a feel for this place. Why don't you go have a look around?
What? By ourselves?
We're not asking you to go very far, and I'll be feeding you information from here.
So you two didn't plan on coming in the first place?
That's right. We're also going to appoint a leader to make any necessary decisions.
For real? One of us? Oh, me, pick me.
No. I would strike that vote down right away. Yeah. Thank you, Akihiko. Thank you.
You're in charge.
What, me?
But wait, why him? He doesn't look like a leader.
Hey, I could be. We could go in there and we could walk around and hit stuff with sticks. Best plan ever.
But he has fought them before.
I guess, yeah, Yukari. I'm the only person that has. Because Yukari didn't fight them, and Junpei hasn't gone here yet.
Seriously?
That's true, but there's another reason. You two. Can you summon your persona without any difficulties like he can?
Yeah, of course I can.
Has Junpei even done it?
I think so.
Yeah, Yukari couldn't pull the trigger the first time, or didn't have enough time to.
These are shadows we're talking about here. Without your persona, you're screwed.
I'm aware of that.
See a strange door. Everybody's just gonna... You use the velvet key. People just watch me walk over there, and now I'm gone. I just went into the velvet room.
I've been waiting for you.
I guess he has been, because he said that the next time we came here, we would come on our own accord.
Time has come for you to wield your power. The tower that you are about to venture into. How did it come to be? For what purpose does it exist?
I would like you to tell me, since you seem to know more about it than we do.
Regrettably, you are not yet capable of answering these questions.
So this guy actually knows the answers, but he's not gonna tell us. What a dick nose.
That is why you must be made aware of the nature of your power.
About that door, I don't want to know. The nature of my power?
Your power is unique. It's like the number 0. It's empty, but at the same time holds infinite possibilities.
If 0 means nothing, then that means that there's nothing going on there. But I guess with something that's empty, you could put anything in it, right? As long as the square fits into the triangle, right?
You, my boy, are able to possess multiple personas and summon them as needed. And when you have defeated your enemies, you will see the faces of possibility before you. There may be times when they are difficult to grasp, but do not fear. Seize what you have earned. Your power will grow accordingly. Be sure to keep that in mind.
All right, I will.
My spare time will soon be scarce. But please, come again of your own accord.
This always begs the question. With Igor, is he doing this to multiple people in different places? At the same time? Or does it only affect the destinies of the people that are currently inhabiting the world at that specific time? Because if that's true, then fan fiction can be born. Oh dear. Whatever.
I'll tell you then about my true role, the manner in which I can best assist you. Until then, farewell.
Alright, take care, Igor. That is really bright.
Hey, are you alright?
Did I just walk over there? And to them, I didn't actually go into the Velvet Room. I was just sort of standing there staring at the wall.
Yeah, what's up? You look like a zombie.
I don't think I'm going to tell them about the door, because they clearly can't see it. So I'm just going to say nothing.
Don't tell me you just dozed off.
Yeah, that's what I do.
You're like that coach who fell asleep during the championship game. Come on, man. You're supposed to be our leader.
Cut him some slack. If nothing's wrong, then let's get going.
Sounds good. Thank you, Yukari. Standing up for me. But I guess we're going to venture into Tartarus now. You can check your own status by pressing the triangle button. Also, you can save your progress by accessing the clock to the left of the entrance. Alrighty. So, this is my status. Alright. So, skills. Believe... Yeah, we got Augie, and we had Bash from earlier. Let's see. I can't really use any of these right now. Can I actually check, like, Akihiko's and stuff? It looks like I can only check my skills. Can't check Yukari's and that. Persona, so this is Orpheus. What do I equip with? Ooh, I've got a nice plain shirt. It gives me 30 defense, though. Portable player. Okay, this is my portable music player. Armor for my feet, and engineer boots. Solid made work boots. It's kind of random. I don't know where I got those. Let's look at my status. I'm pretty good. I'm in good standing, so I've got a good night's sleep. I'm a slacker, plain, and I'm timid. So, yeah, we're definitely going to need to work on those. My next level comes in 23. Social link status. What button am I supposed to press for that? No button? I guess we'll just go press this. The Fool, so I'm level 1. Alright. Details. Yukari, a Persona user, junior, popular, bright. Persona user, senior, executive daughter, okay. Class clown. Boxing champ. That's interesting little stuff about that. I think that's enough about looking through the menus here. We will save, though. It seems very, very important. I was made aware of apparently there's a save glitch or something like that. What the heck is this? Do you mind not touching that? I use it to transport delicate equipment necessary for gathering information. Okay, I'm sorry about that. How are we today? Don't worry, I won't push you too hard. You'll be just fine. What about you, Akihiko? Since Yukari and Junpei have no real experience in battle, make sure you back them up. Alright, I don't really have experience in battle. Just let people know. Alright, let's do this. I'll prove that I should be in charge. Check status. Alright, just shows me what he's equipped with. What the frick is a straight tip? I've never even heard of a shoe called straight tip. He's good. And how about you, Yukari? So this is Tartarus. Check status. Alright, she's got a practice bow, a knit cardigan, and brown loafers. See, that's interesting. And a heart choker. But I guess we should go in. Are you ready? Yes, as ready as I'll ever be. Go to the next block. Block 1. Well, still looks like our school.
So, this is it, huh?
I hope I don't get lost.
Can you all hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Whoa, is that you, Senpai?
I'll be providing audio backup from here on out.
Alrighty then.
Wait, you mean you can see inside here?
It's my Persona's ability. I'd like to join you, but the structure of Tartarus changes from day to day.
That's the unique thing about this, is all the dungeon maps are completely random. I'm fairly sure that it sort of cycles through like a certain set, but if you're going through the levels again, they'll always be different. Items will be in different places, and it's really interesting. It kind of feels like old Diablo, if that makes any sense. Have you ever played Diablo 1 or 2, and not 3, because 3 wasn't as random as the other two. It's very similar to that, although the combat system is more traditional JRPG.
That's why outside support is imperative.
I get it though, yeah, it makes sense. If you're always going in blind, it's probably good to know that somebody's watching you and alerting you of what's wrong.
Well, that makes me feel a whole lot better.
Was that sarcasm? I guess with the capital VAT, that was definitely sarcasm.
Now, based on your current location, you can expect to encounter enemies at any minute.
Alright,
They
gotcha.
shouldn't be too tough, but proceed with caution.
Yes,
Practice
ma'am.
makes perfect.
Right.
Got it. Why is she always like that?
Jealousy. Let's begin. Keep in mind, these are real battles you'll be engaging in. Now, see if you can eliminate all the shadows wandering around this floor. Alright, let's do that. Okay, got one medicine. There's blood leaking from the ceiling and on the floor. Watch out, I detect a shadow in front of you. Move in and hit it before it attacks you. Alright, press X to use your weapon. If you can hit an enemy before it hits you, then you'll have an advantage at the start of battle. Oh, it hit me.
Takeba has informed me about your power, but nevertheless, you have minimal combat experience. Would you like me to explain the basics of battle?
Yes, please.
The primary offensive options available to you in battle are attack and skill. Attack corresponds to the weapon you've equipped, while skill relates to your persona's abilities. Those skills consume either stamina or spiritual power. They tend to have a greater effect. Use whichever option best suits the situation. Keep attacking until you've defeated the enemy, but pay careful attention to your stamina. That's it for now. Did you get all that?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Then I want you to defeat the enemy before you. Try using both the skill and attack options.
Alrighty, so wait. Let's use a skill. Use some bash. Oh, did he really just do a finger point? Ah. As soon as we get more characters, he's getting oust. Just saying. Letting you guys know, Junpei is not my favorite character. Alrighty. There should be a staircase nearby. Do you see it? A staircase is the only way to proceed to the next floor. I can't allow you to go any higher today, but please remember about next time. Okay. There's another shadow ahead of you. You'll be at a disadvantage if the enemy gets the first hit in, so try to surprise your opponent and strike first. Alright, if you're able to strike the enemy before you're spotted, you'll gain the initiative. On the other hand, if the enemy hits you first, the opposite will occur. Is that an advantage? No, because it noticed me.
Now's a good time for me to explain about attack properties, which are important to consider during battle. Do you want to know more?
Yes, please.
Nearly every type of attack is associated with a particular property. For example, swords can be used to do slash attacks, while bows are used to do pierce attacks. Skills, on the other hand, have different properties. Bufu, for instance, indicates an ice attack. Now, most enemies are vulnerable to certain types of attacks. In other words, they have weaknesses. A fire skill will deal greater damage to an enemy that's weak against fire. With my power, I can analyze an enemy to determine its weaknesses and strengths. That falls under tactics.
First time an enemy is analyzed, you may have to wait a while for the results. From then on, whenever you analyze that particular enemy, you'll receive the results right away. While you're selecting your target, if a question mark appears above the enemy, then that particular enemy has not been previously analyzed. You can select Analyze from the Tactics menu or press L1 button to issue this request. Yes, I do.
Enemies you're facing have a weakness that you can exploit. Why don't you give it a try?
I would love to know.
Roger. I'll attempt to analyze the enemy.
Alright. Just use regular attack.
This thing won't give up!
Can't lose. Iori has defeated an enemy. The enemy's weakness is fire.
It's weak to fire, alrighty.
Last one!
And Augie is a fire spell. Yeah, deals fire damage to one foe.
A wisely chosen attack.
Here's our chance for an all-out attack!
Alright, let's do it, guys!
A complete victory. Great job.
As opposed to a not complete victory. Alright. So, let's get another treasure chest. Some more medicine, which is always useful. We're supposed to defeat all the shadows on this floor first. Just around the corner. Approach carefully to avoid being spotted. The map will prove to be quite useful as you explore, so use it often. Alrighty. Oh, I noticed. Oh, God! Run! Damn it, I think he got me.
Were you able to exploit the enemy's weakness in the last battle?
I did.
Didn't already notice. Doing so will also grant you an additional attack. Would you like more details?
Oh, of course. Tell me more!
Will lose its balance if you exploit its weakness or land a critical hit. This will give you the opportunity to perform an additional action. In other words, you'll get to do one more thing.
This is the unique and I think pretty clever way of initiating a battle and stuff. I really like this type of motif. You know, it rewards you for doing certain things. However, the enemy can do this as well, and I don't know if they're going to explain it
You
here.
can keep attacking the same enemy, or if you prefer, attack a different target.
This is where the brilliant strategy of this game
If
comes
you
in.
succeed in knocking another enemy off balance, then you can act yet again, which means you can remain on the offensive for as long as you can keep this up. This strategy is essential to securing victory. However, remember this. An enemy that's already lost its balance cannot be knocked off balance again. You can't knock down someone who's lying on the ground, right? It's the same idea. Now, to knock an enemy off balance, you need to know its weaknesses.
And we already
So
know
don't
what these
hesitate
weaknesses
to
are.
ask me for an analysis. I'll be sure to share the results with the others as well. Got it?
Yep.
Then proceed with the battle. Use what you've learned to quickly dispose of the enemy.
Yes, ma'am. Alright, so we're going to use our skill, and we're going to use Augie on every single one, and this is where, like I said, the strategy of this game comes in,
Chosen attack.
where it's pretty frickin' sweet.
The enemy is vulnerable. Keep going. You exploited the enemy's weakness. Here's our chance for an all-out attack.
Let's do it!
Keep up the good work.
Ah, shuffle time. Serious cards have appeared in your mind. You wonder if this is what Igor was talking about. After battle, you will occasionally have the opportunity to select a card from the one and shuffle before your eyes. If you pick a card with a persona on it, then you will receive that persona. There are other cards, each of which has a unique effect or reward. Keep an eye on the cards you want and try to pick it. Alright, so we're actually going to grab that persona right there. So, we're just going to watch. Alright, and it was this one. Come to my heart, Pixie. Ooh, and a stuffed soul. That's not so bad. Excellent.
Yes! My skill level has increased.
Oh, so is mine.
Da-da-da-da! Junpei is leveled up!
I'm glad you're telling us all about it. Alrighty. Probably have one more shadow to defeat, eh? Oh, that's a big one. Actually, use healing items prior to engaging the enemy. If you don't have anything on hand, then ask Takiba to heal you. You should make a habit of checking your status before entering into a battle. Alrighty. If you or another party member has a persona with healing skills, be sure to take advantage of it. So, we can actually turn around here and we can actually talk to Yukari. We can check her status and equipment. However, we can actually request her to heal us, which is frickin-tastic. Because now, if we're outside of battle, I don't have to go into a menu. I can just ask her to do it. It will use her SP. However, it's really useful when we're like really low on HP.
There is a better way to defeat all of your enemies in battle than to attack them individually. You can perform an all-out attack. Would you care to hear more about this?
We've actually been doing it already, but I'll let you explain it.
When enemies are thrown off balance, they become vulnerable. An all-out attack will allow your entire team to attack simultaneously. Your enemies will be unable to defend against it. It's a very reliable method of attack. Whether or not you want to perform an all-out attack is up to you. But remember, you cannot perform it when you're alone. So if you want to have it in your arsenal, make sure your team is comprised of at least 2 members. That's all you need to know about all-out attacks. Do you understand?
Yes. I do not need you to explain again.
That concludes the basics of battle. But there's one last thing I need to tell you. Shadows become stronger the further you advance. If you don't think you can win a battle, retreat at once. There may be times, however, when an escape will be impossible. This battle is one of those times. Good luck.
Alright, well we're gonna take care of this the only way that we know how.
You struck the enemy's weak point.
Now, we did pick up the Pixie, and I could actually change to it right now. However, I'm fairly sure Pixie does not have Aya, it only has Dia. It can learn Rakunda, though, which is actually a pretty sweet move, but that's something that we can get into at a later date. But we're just going to keep Orpheus going here right now, and we're going to Augie the crap out of all these shadows.
You exploited the enemy's weakness. Nice! The enemy is vulnerable. Keep going.
Oops, there we go.
You struck the enemy's weak point.
Here's our chance for an all-out attack. Let me at him.
Keep up the good work.
Alright, we already got a Pixie, so let's grab one of the others. Let's go with this one. A wand. Wand spurs growth. So you actually, with the wand, or what they call a wand, even though I guess now that I look at it, I can see it. It will increase experience. The gold, or whatever, the little circular gold thing, will increase your money. Some of these, though, actually will reduce how much you get. So you always need to be paying attention. So there we go. Instead of getting, I don't know, I can't remember what the multiple is. Maybe you guys know what the multiple is, but yeah. Very important.
My skill level has increased.
Da-da-da-da! Junpei is leveled up!
Oh, excellent. It's good to know that they've leveled up. That's odd. Usually there are more shadows on the prowl. Well, at least you gained some experience in battle. Let's go back to the dorm for today. There should be an access point somewhere on that floor. You can use it to return to the entrance. Since there aren't any enemies to worry about, why don't you split up and search individually? Just tell the other party members that you'd like what you'd like them to do. Press the square button to issue orders to your allies. Sure, split up, priority defeat shadows. Use this command to instruct your party members to spread out and look for stairs, access points, and and items. However, if they are not very strong, they can easily fall prey to the enemy. Be sure to keep an eye on their HP.
Everyone, spread out and proceed individually.
They will, as you can see, they will find maps. Alright, so what do you want to do? Let's keep going. I just want to make sure that Junpei checks everything. Alright, so I can actually ask them to regroup.
Everyone, return to the leader.
Excellent. And now we shall leave, because Junpei did grab that item. However, I just wanted to make sure that he grabbed it. Alrighty. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you, Junpei.
Welcome back.
Thank you very much.
So, how was it?
Pretty freaking sweet. No problem. I don't know about this. I'm exhausted. No problem.
I see. Well, if you gained confidence, that's the best thing you could have achieved.
I will agree with that in full stride. That is a very good thing. If you gain any confidence, it's probably the biggest achievement that you could ever achieve in your life. Being confident in things you do is definitely a high priority in everything.
Wow, I never knew I had that kind of power.
Or maybe you could just pretend that never mind, I'm not even going to finish it. Wasting my opinion on Junpei, it's not worth my time.
We kicked some ass, but damn, I'm beat.
That's because you were bouncing around like a little kid.
Yeah, you look pretty tired yourself, Yucatan.
I'm still trying to catch my breath, actually.
That's the effect of the dark hour. You'll become fatigued more easily. Don't worry, though. You'll adapt. But I'm surprised. You all did much better than I expected. At this rate, they'll catch up to you in no time, Akihiko.
We'll see about that.
Well, not until you're fixed up, Akihiko. Huh? Mysterious voice rings in your head. Thou art I am thou. Thou shalt have our blessing when thou closest to create a persona of the Fool Arcana. Or choosest. Damn it, I'm not even reading correctly. The Cease social link has reached level 2. Your power to create personas of the Fool Arcana has grown. Alrighty then, so I think we shall call it quits for today, and I will see you guys next time on Let's Play Persona 3 FES. Take care, stay frosty, and try not to shoot yourself in the head.